I really admire what the president has done. For the balance of his first term, there was not the kind of energy and activity that I felt was appropriate. He has shifted. I think he sees this as a legacy issue. I think he wants to make real progress. He continues to do some things that cause me concern, the below market leasing of coal and oil and gas reserves, and the so-called all of the above strategy, which is the prevailing code for let's keep burning fossil fuels. But it's not fair to just take those things out of context without looking at the totality of his policies. And the totality of what he's doing now in his second term is really historic. I think the new president of China, Xi Jinping, definitely is committed to progress on climate. Not to use a cliche, but there is good news and bad news. They have invested far more than any other nation in the development of renewable energy and efficiency technologies, and they have now begun a pilot cap and trade program in 5 cities and 2 provinces. But to put this in perspective, they're still building dirty coal plants, and even though their emissions level only surpassed that of the U.S. a few years ago, their emissions are now more than 160% of U.S. emissions. And we may well see some significant commitments from China at the United Nations next Tuesday. I have found a new mood all around the world. Well, Copenhagen set the bar pretty low. I'm sure Paris will clear that easily. I think that Mother Nature's voice has been very persuasive, and I think the technology revolution in renewables has convinced people that the path forward is open, profitable, better for us, and so I do think it's likely to be different. Well, it depends on how it's done. I'm against it until and unless they demonstrate the ability to stop the methane leaks at every stage of the process, particularly during fracking. And so it doesn't take much leakage to completely wipe out the climate benefit of using natural gas as a temporary short-term bridge strategy. But what we're seeing with the rapid reduction in the price of electricity from solar and from wind is a threat to the viability of natural gas as a source of energy in the marketplace. We're going to see a conversion to solar and wind. The Tea Party Republicans, not all, but some of them encouraged and financed by entities like the Koch brothers and other fossil fuel carbon polluters, have really inspired fear among Republicans, and that has driven this tribal division in American politics. I use the word tribal perhaps inappropriately. What I mean is the kind of behavior that we associate with tribalism. You belong to a group and the group does this and you just are going to do what the group wants no matter what. That's troubling because that's not the way our democracy is supposed to work. Climate used to be a completely bipartisan issue. The environment generally did. I hope we can find a way to get back to that.